Finding Faith Online. This story begins a long time ago. It starts with the destruction of the Second Temple in 70 CE by the Romans. The center of the Jewish faith, the core of Jewish life, lay in smoldering ruins, and a nation faced one of its greatest trials. How to continue, how to stay faithful without God's presence in their midst. From the ashes of the temple arose a new structure, one that was not rooted in a place, but in a society, one whose walls were made up of prayer, of study, and of ritual, one whose foundation was carved out of the bedrock of community. This is the synagogue. Synagogue, derived from the Greek synod, means assembly. In Hebrew, it is called Beit Knesset, house of gathering, or Beit Tfilah, house of prayer, or Beit Midrash, house of study. Over the centuries, the synagogue became all of these and any of these, and was the focal point upon which Jewish society revolved. The diaspora scattered Jews across the globe, and they carried their religion and traditions with them. In every place the Jews settled, they built synagogues as spaces for gathering and for prayer. These were the literal and metaphorical centers of their villages and towns, the places for imparting the knowledge and history of the generations that came before, and the spaces for celebrating the life of the community. The diaspora brought the synagogue to these shores, and in America it thrived. Synagogues became social centers and daycares. They housed lectures, movies, and book signings. Life cycle events were celebrated from birth to death. But the 20th and 21st centuries have introduced new elements into the structure of Jewish society. As the boundaries of the ghetto and the shtetl have come down, so have the Jewish people grown in new and different directions. First, in the shape of different denominations, then in the adoption of Judaism as culture, in addition to, and sometimes instead of, religion. The synagogue model of one size fits all doesn't suit the needs of the modern Jew. America, the land of choice, of individuality, of fierce independence, has created a generation of Jews who want to be able to choose how to express themselves. For some things and in some ways, the synagogue continues to serve, but in others it falls short. These changes are generating new and creative expressions. Globalization, the massive engine churning up everything in its path, has produced a world made small by communication. Communication has opened up avenues of learning and interpretation that can be personalized, tailored, and customized to fit the individual. Here we find the kernel of something new. The walls of the synagogue were built with prayer, study, and ritual. The foundation, community. A quick Google search gives you options to access Jewish liturgy, Jewish prayers in audio, video, and written form. Another Google search brings up dozens of websites with Jewish information, texts, and rabbinic lore. A tweak of the search terms gives you how-to on just about any Jewish ritual and custom, from how to create Sabbath in the home to how to make matzo ball soup. The new walls are electronic, and the missing element is community. For many, it can't be found. The internet is a place with different rules, different modes of interaction than the real world. The only way to find community online is to build it. The online synagogue, Sim Shalom, has live Shabbat services, real-time chat with a rabbi, and a Facebook page. Conversations are starting. Will these conversations grow and push out roots and branches? Only time will tell. There are likely other online sites that allow for personal expression, and perhaps there, community is growing. It takes a brave soul to build a friendship, a relationship out of pixelated conversations. But as this generation and the next become used to living online, the communities are inevitable. The synagogue is not about to fade into obscurity, but neither is it the thriving focal point of Jewish society it once was. As this century matures, so will the landscape, the place we call the internet, and new structures will rise to fill the needs of modern Jewish society. New structures building upon the thousands of years of culture and religion. New structures fulfilling the ancient needs of all people to help them make sense of life, death, and everything in between.